Welcome back to another episode of From Our Perspective. I'm your boy Dion. Got the bucket hat on today, so you can call me Bucket Hat D. Got a basketball heavy show. Uh, you might not be able to see it if you're listening, but Q has a smile from ear to ear because it's basketball heavy. We talking about what he loves the most. Basketball, not the Indiana Pacers, but basketball as a whole. How you doing, Q?
Hey man, I'm happy as hell. It's what I contribute. It's my time of year. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some basketball, man. But hey man, y'all already know the basketball boy, Mr. Bale. Dion got the bucket hat on. We gotta get busy. You know what I mean? We gotta get busy.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I don't know what it is about when news drops, especially All-Star stuff, but it always drops right before we have a show. And I appreciate you, Adam Silver. You ain't been doing a lot of things right. We're gonna get to that in a little bit, but I appreciate you. But Q, you purposely did not look at who were the reserves. I'm not
No,
gonna ask you to guess all
what should be?
14
It
of
should be
them,
14.
but give me some guesses on who you think made it to the Western Reserve team and the Eastern Reserve team. So 14 total. Let's see how many you can get.
Whew, damn, maybe put me on the spot. I'm trying to do some layups first. Jalen Brown.
Uh, Easy layup, easy one.
Okay, cool. Devin Booker. I feel like I'm high. That's a long shot.
Hey, he didn't make it. No, he
Nah,
ain't.
I ain't. Nah, I ain't. I pick it in. Okay, let me try this one for Indiana. This is homework. Pascal Siakam.
Yes, sir. Apparently, he was the seventh man on the reserve. If this is
Okay,
correct, I'm assuming this is the list I got. He was the seventh man.
okay. All right, cool. Now let me start thinking. Houston. Shagun. Did Shagun make it?
Yep. I was actually like, I'm not familiar with his game that much. I ain't been watching Houston. I apologize, but he
They
did
number
make
two in
it.
the West. They number two.
I know, but I haven't been watching Houston. I know they number two.
Yeah,
I've been watching the Heat struggle without Jimmy Butler. Well, they haven't been struggling. They actually won. Shout out Tyler Hero putting up 30 in overtime.
I knew Shagun was gonna make it because I knew they wasn't Jalen Green wasn't gonna make it. Speaking of Jalen, Jalen that played for Oklahoma City, did he make it?
Jalen Williams made it.
Okay, cool. I was gonna be a little salty if my brother didn't make it because he deserved it. He definitely deserved it. All right, cool. Let me thank the West Standards. John Morant.
Ja Morant. Nope.
Really?
Nope. No reserve.
Did Jeff? Did anybody from Memphis make it? What's Double J make it?
Double J made it.
Okay, God was going to say somebody from Memphis had to make it.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Who's okay? Who's number one in the West right now? Damn, I'm drawing a blank on who's number one in the West.
Man, it could change every hour. That's how fast.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank because I know Memphis is up. Oklahoma City, and we are. She ain't a star. What's your name is a reserve. They ain't gonna have nobody else on the team. So I went through Memphis. I went through Houston. And Anthony Davis, he was a star though.
He was not a starter.
What about Sabonis?
Sabonis didn't make it, but Anthony Davis was not a starter, by the
Ah,
way.
so he's on there, yeah.
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because I know the Lakers. See now it's kind of hard. Luca,
Luca, he's been hurt. Looks like he was disqualified.
Luca didn't get it neither.
Nope.
Oh man, dog. Now it's like I'm trying to think because I was going to people that with the Luca thing. I was like, man, people gonna put Luca in. Kind of
Mhm.
same thing with Ja. I thought they was gonna put him in, but this ain't all star. This ain't like fans voting. This is actually coaches. So this is people who's actually watching the games. Supposedly, I'm gonna ask
Mhm.
this one. Did Lamelo make it?
He didn't. He's been balling. I'm actually surprised he didn't make it, but I know he got hurt, but he hasn't been hurt that much to not make it. But
Trey Young?
no Trey Young either.
No, Trey Young. Dang,
They made it.
Trey Young should have made it. All right, man. I ain't gonna keep guessing. All right, you go ahead
All
and tell
right,
me
all
who's up.
right, all right. So let's go ahead and go through the list. So
I'm gonna be mad when you start saying names. I'll be like, damn, I should have thought of that.
you got Jalen Brown, Siakam, and Damian Lillard. The four that you missed from the East.
And Edwards, I forgot about him. Go ahead, my bad.
He made it in the West. The four that you missed from the East. Darius Garland.
Fuck, I should have thought of that. I keep forgetting about Cleveland.
I forgot, we forgot about him last time too. Uh, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham,
Oh my boy. Okay, I'm glad Gabe made it. I didn't think he was.
Tyler Hero.
Really?
And if this is right, he was the fifth reserve. If this is right, so that
Top
means
hero?
if this is
Okay.
right, he's the 10th man.
He been balling. I'm just surprised, to be honest with you. He's been balling. I'm just surprised. Okay.
And the last one, another Cavalier, Evan Mobley.
Makes sense. Makes sense. My bad, Cleveland. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't keep saying it's my time of the year and I'm out here missing the number one team in the East who had the number one record for the longest time.
So you got four in the West. You got Sengun, you got Jalen Williams, you got JJ and Anthony Edwards. You missed and you got Anthony Davis. So you got five. My apologies. You got five. You missed two. One of them is a layup. Surprised you didn't mention him.
One of them was a layup.
I thought he could have been a starter, but I understood why he wasn't.
One's a, I'm gonna be salty as hell. What? Wimby.
That alien himself, Victor Wembanyama. If this list is accurate, he was the sixth man.
Okay, Wimby. But the Spurs ain't no good for real.
They not. And then lastly, I guess, man, I mean, he's an older star, all-star caliber player. I didn't know he still had it in his legs, but James
Yeah.
Harden.
I respect it because he was carrying the Clippers. Norman Powell should have got it. I know he done tailed off a little bit, but Norman Powell was balling. He was. I know, like I said, he tailed off a little bit, but I think Norman Powell should have got some more love than that. Yeah, I forgot about James, and I forgot about Wimby. But like I said, they like what 10th in the West, the 11th in the West.
They not good. They not very good at all. But those are the all-star teams are set. Obviously, guys, if you haven't been on the rock, the NBA is changing up their formatting for the All-Star games.
They 12. I knew I was tripping. They
They
ain't even in
bad,
the
bad.
play-in conversation.
They bad. But yeah, the All-Star game is different. Obviously, it's gonna be technically they're gonna break these 24 guys into three teams, and then the rookie versus sophomores, winner of that will become the fourth team. We'll see how it plays out. Not too sure how this is going to work out. Uh, I know the dunk contest list has been came out. It's a bunch of who besides the defending champion, the G League guy, white guy, was it Max something?
Max McClung.
Max
McClung.
McClung. The rest of them is who. So
Well, it's like that all the time
yeah,
now.
it's like a 3-point contest. I don't know. Um, we're gonna talk more about the WNBA in a little bit, but we might as well talk about how Caitlin Clark. Last year it was Sabrina Ionescu versus Steph Curry. Steph Curry won, but Sabrina, she gave him a run for his money. Uh, I feel like they was gonna do something similar with that. I think there was supposed to be a 2-on-2 Steph Clay versus Caitlin or somebody, but apparently Caitlin Clark, she was like, "Nah, I'm good." And basically, the reason was she's like, "I'm gonna do the women's All Star game." I respect it because somebody said on the Get Up or First Take this morning, Caitlyn is not a needle mover. She is the needle. She and All Star game, All Star stuff numbers have been dipping. She would have raised the numbers if she would have participated, but she decided I'm gonna give the numbers to the actual WNBA All Star. So I respect it. I'm not mad at her. Would have been nice to see her at the regular NBA All Star game. I don't even know where it's at this year. You know where it's at?
Golden State, San Francisco.
San Francisco. It would have been nice to see her go it, but see, I guess she said, "Nah, I'm gonna give that shine to the women's All Star game when it happens." But I appreciate it. What's your thoughts?
It makes sense because the women's All Star game is actually in Indianapolis this year.
Yep.
So, we might need to go up there and make a little, you know what I mean? But it makes sense, and I do rock with it. Like you said, she showed she would have put on numbers. But the thing about it is, like, maybe they can do, maybe they can do it next year at the men's All Star game because that's something I would want to see: Stephen Clay versus Sabrina and Caitlin. Uh, but the thing is, that was probably the best part of All Star Weekend. Still, was Sabrina versus Steph.
Yeah, it was.
So I think they should run it back, bring it 2-on-2. I don't know who else you can get that can fill the role, but I think it should. I think it would be dope to see a 2-on-2, or maybe, like I said, they can wait till next year. But I think, like I said, that was the best part of it.
Bring Steph to Indy. I mean, I don't know. He might have some things. He might be
Well,
on vacation. I don't know, but hey.
but she, like you said, she wanted to bring the attention to her All Star game. So maybe she don't. Maybe that ain't the time to do it. Maybe she should participate in the traditional 3-point contest first, and then maybe do like a little show situation afterwards.
Gotcha. I respect it. But yeah, she decided against it. But will get back to the WNBA. There's been a lot going on in that, but we got to first talk about the NBA trade deadline. Trade deadline. It is coming soon. It's actually next Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We will have we're gonna have a show about it, talking about all this happening. I was gonna say special show, but it's not gonna be that special because we was gonna be on there anyways. We was gonna record anyway. So,
Yeah, sure. We was going to
so,
that.
but it's gonna be a lot of trade talk. But before we get there, there's a couple stars out there, two in particular that I'm interested in. You know a little bit more, but Jimmy Butler, apparently, that man, he's up out of there. Last time we talked about it, they were saying, "Oh, he ain't going. They ain't gonna trade him." Today, they pretty much said he's out of there. The Heat has dropped their asking prices. Everybody's saying they'll be shocked if he's on the Miami Heat roster after the trade deadline. And another one that I want to talk about specifically is this man, De'Aaron Fox. The team fired a coach for you, and it still looks like you might get traded. So, and there's a couple more. What's your thoughts on these NBA trade talks, especially with Jimmy Butler and De'Aaron Fox looks like the biggest stars. You know, Bradley Beal's also out there. Washington, they might be in sale mode, but and Zach Levine's another one. But what you got?
It's cool. We're gonna start with Jimmy. They suspended that man indefinitely.
He's unemployed.
Basically, is look, don't come back over here with your nonsense. But in fairness to Jimmy, if you come to practice, y'all know I want to be gone. Y'all kind of want me gone a little bit more than y'all did at first when I start talking about it. But if you come to practice Monday morning, you show up to work and they tell you, "Hey, bro, you ain't starting. We gonna start this dude over here." Who? Him? You starting him over me? Me? You know I carried y'all to the fight. All right,
Twice.
all right, bro. Come on, bro. I'm out. What? And Jimmy's defense. What is he supposed to do? I'm
Mhm.
supposed to just go sit on the bench and be like the eighth man or the ninth man, or you trying to make a show out of? Basically, y'all are attempting to embarrass me by have me come off the bench, and then y'all might not even play me for this dude. And don't get me wrong, dude's all right player, but he ain't no Jimmy Butler. He ain't no Jimmy Butler. But the Miami Heat did this wrong too. Miami Heat did him wrong, and they also was wrong because in fact you know how Jimmy Butler is, and when you decided that you weren't gonna give him that money,
You already knew how it was gonna go. This is Jimmy Butler, great
he
player.
already wrote the script. He done it twice.
You see, at that Minnesota, they still talk about what he did in Minnesota to this day.
No, he took some dudes that ain't even the NBA no more and beat y'all starters. Nah, dog. You seen what Jimmy do. So when you decided that you weren't gonna give him the money, you should went ahead and traded him then.
Yep.
Because you brought this on yourself. You
Fast.
think Jimmy was gonna be like, I ain't gonna act up because I won't keep my money. bro got bread, and he know he about to get some more bread.
It's kind of he's on a contract here. He's probably gonna get one more. I don't know if it's gonna be a big contract, but he'll get a one more good contract. He got
Yeah,
one.
he gonna get another 2 year. He probably get another 2 3 year. The thing about it with Jimmy, if I'm looking at it from a team organization, bro, you don't really play that many regular season games. So why am I paying you $50 million and you only
Yeah,
gonna play 50 million games? I mean, you only gonna play 50 games.
yeah. You
No,
gonna you gonna do your thing in the playoffs, and I know it, but
true, but if you don't play these games, we might not get there.
yeah, that's something
So
we're going to. So I mean, where do you think it's going to? I'm hearing the two teams I'm hearing specifically is Golden State and the Phoenix Suns. Only two
uh,
teams that I'm hearing.
the team he should go to is Memphis, because like I said this on Twitter. He probably look at them as a bunch of he look at Memphis as a bunch of young knuckleheads. I don't feel like dealing with that nonsense.
Yeah, that's crazy that he said I wouldn't. That's the only team he doesn't want to go to is
But
Memphis.
that's the team he would fit in, and he probably will win a championship within the next 2 years if he go there.
So something about what's his beef with Memphis? I know Andre Iguodala got beef with Memphis.
But
I don't know why Jimmy got beef with Memphis.
I don't know. I ain't heard, but maybe he got some personal, maybe he got some issues, some off the court issues in Memphis. Maybe I don't know.
Somebody.
Honestly, dog, it's between Phoenix and Golden State, because who else got the packages or something that he will want to where he will want to be? Because then it's like, what are you trading to? You got to give up something to give him, because he makes a lot of money.
Yep.
So if you got teams that want him, they got to have the assets to give up, but also have the assets that you okay with losing, because he also said he wants a new contract. So then you trading for him. You either trading him as a rental, or you trading because you know you about to re-sign him.
Yeah.
Phoenix Suns owner, he just throws money at stuff. In Golden State, they don't mind spending if they feel like they can get it.
Yeah.
Even though
So,
Steph just came out and said, "Hey, y'all don't have to, don't make no decision based off of my timeline that's gonna hurt the franchise down the line." Steph already said that. Are they gonna listen? I don't know.
so I was going to talk about this guy as well. How you feel about pretty much a Jimmy Butler for De'Aaron Fox? De'Aaron
I
Fox
would
to
it,
Miami, Jimmy Butler to the Sacramento Kings.
it would make sense for Miami. It wouldn't make sense for Sacramento. I mean, if you Sacramento, he's not gonna resign there.
Yeah.
So what does he do for you? He fits with the Suns. He does fit with the Suns. He also fit with Golden State, because you need to go. Steph need a running mate. He need a dog. Cool. Jimmy gonna give you that, because Draymond, he still got a lot of bark, but his game ain't really the same.
He's a little old. He got that gray hair building up
And
heavy.
hell, he hurt a lot now in damn self.
You mentioned the Phoenix Suns. People are saying if Jimmy Butler is going to go to Phoenix, it's going to be Bradley Beal. Word in the grapevine is Bradley Beal. He's tired of Phoenix. He wants somewhere else. So Bradley Beal for Jimmy Butler trade. How you think that works out?
Question though, let's be real. Does it even it makes sense for Phoenix, but does it make sense for Miami? What I think is what I think. Big brain. Here we go. Hear me out. Hear me out. I think Jimmy should go. Jimmy should get traded to Phoenix. Bradley Beal should actually go to Sacramento, and then De'Aaron Fox should go to Miami. If
Hey,
you
get that 3-3. Hey, you need to be a GM. That's a nice little 3-team trade. If that
if,
happens, wants his compensation.
hear me out though, this is why it makes sense. Each team will get better, right? De'Aaron Fox can play. De'Aaron Fox can play on ball and off ball. He'll fit well with Hero. Now the defense probably ain't gonna be the best. That's why you got Bam. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. That's why you got Bam. But then Phoenix gets their dog, because Bradley Beal. I mean, not Bradley Beal. Devin Booker can when he's on U.S. Olympics, he can do it all. And then Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant's Kevin Durant. Now, how else do you want me to describe that
He know
man?
who he is. Like you know who I am.
he's that man. He was. You know what I mean? But then Jimmy gives you that rough and that tough and that edgy dude. he would fit well there. And then you send Bradley Beal to Sacramento, he can get up shots. That's what Bradley Beal needs, and that's what Sacramento needs. Sacramento needs somebody that's gonna get up shots, who can hit, who can also hit the three, that'll space out some bonus. And I was going to say De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I love it, bro. That I didn't think I knew I liked Fox to Miami. Didn't think it could happen, but shit, you played it out perfect.
And I don't think only person who would probably need a pick is Sacramento, because in fact they taking on Bradley Beal's money and it don't really make sense for them. But look at y'all really can't can y'all really afford to lose too much and go tank, because y'all still got some bonus and y'all just, you know what I mean? It don't make sense to go full tank mode. So bring in Bradley Beal. He can get you some scoring. Him and Sabonis will figure it out, because Sabonis is the ability to figure it out with people. And so with DeMar DeRozan, they can figure it out. And hell, y'all just get draft. Find y'all a point guard.
All right. Before we get to this Adam Silver nonsense, any other player out there you think he's getting that move, getting that U-Haul truck ready?
Man, Zach Levine. Everybody knows Chicago want him out, but if that's the trade, you know, if that's the trade, they're like the 3-team trade I talked about. So where does that leave Zach Levine? Who's going to trade for Zach Levine? If you go to state, he don't really mesh well with Steph Curry. So I'm trying to think of a person
Maybe,
that would trade for
maybe,
Zach Levine,
maybe Memphis, maybe.
but do they really need him either? Because they got Bane and they got Ja. Bane's a 2. They need more of a 3. That's why I go. They Jimmy Butler would be dope. They need more of a 3. So nah, I don't think so. Then sure, I don't know. I can't think of a place where he will go. Now the center Vucevic, I hope I pronounced that right. He won't get Chicago wants to offload him too. I think it would be easier to trade him because he's a center, and you might hell the Lakers want a center. Anthony Davis out here begging for a center.
Yeah, that man does not like to play center. That is hilarious to me.
He'll trade that man to the Lakers, and then if you Chicago, just get something back.
Uh, one
Hell,
other
get
team,
off the money. If nothing else, get off the money.
one other team out there that I feel like desperately could need some help. And they got an alien right now. They're 12th in the West. They could use some type of help. You think the Spurs could get any of these pieces out there, Zach Levine and Bradley Beal?
They want De'Aaron Fox, and if I'm the Spurs, I'm going after De'Aaron Fox. I don't want Bradley Beal. I don't want Jimmy Butler, because they don't fit my timeline. Zach Levine's actually young, kinda. If that makes sense, he's kinda young, so he might fit the timeline, but I think De'Aaron Fox will fit better next to Wemby. So now I think Zach Levine is the hard one. I don't know where that brother go, honestly. And then another person, I just want to say this about the Nets. Man, y'all need to go on trade Cam. Quit thinking y'all gonna get 2 first-round picks for that man, because y'all not. You go on, take one and be happy.
Yep, might as well. Because y'all not getting two.
You not getting 2 for that man.
Lucky y'all
I'm
getting one.
sorry.
Lucky y'all getting one. But we will have everything NBA trade deadline next week. Hopefully, there's a lot. Usually, NBA don't disappoint when it comes to trade deadline. NFL, y'all be disappointing us
Every year.
every year. Y'all be like, oh, this person getting traded, this person getting traded. It'd be nobody. It'd be a disgruntled receiver or two, and that's it. So come on. But NBA gonna get us right. I know that y'all. We're gonna get at least 3 or 4 different trades. So let's slide to this nonsense. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, he was on the Dan Patrick show. And when it first popped up on my timeline, I thought it was some fake. Oh, this ain't real. I watched the clip. It actually came out his mouth. Apparently, Adam Silver suggested the NBA could shorten games to 10 minutes, from 12-minute quarters to 10-minute quarters. And some of his reasoning was, as we get more involved in the global basketball, the NBA is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I am a fan of 4 10-minute quarters. I'm not sure how many others are. And putting aside what it means for records and things like that, I think that a 2 hour format for a game is more consistent with modern television habits. So I mean, I kind of see what he's probably trying to attention spans is short. People's
Yeah,
attention
they
span
are.
is short. But he said games should go to 2 hours. College games is roughly an hour 45, 2 hours, something
I
like
was gonna
that.
say they about 2 hours
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Um, and it feels like 3 hours and 30 minutes, 3:20, something around there. You don't have to shorten it to 2 hours. People are interested in 3 hour football games. They'll be interested in 3 hour NBA games. I don't think it's as nonsense as I when I first read it, but it's still nonsense. Please don't do it.
And, okay, I disagree with the. I don't think people gonna watch 3 hour basketball games. Nah,
You
bro.
don't think so? Okay.
They gonna cut that out. I will, but that's me. Nah, they gonna cut that shit off, bro. They don't watch the regular season. Now, I get his point. And in Adams' defense, he was. I forgot the question. Yeah, I might forget the question. But he was asked a question that was just like an idea or part of the answer. It wasn't like he was suggesting, like, "Hey, we should do this." He was just saying, "Well, we could do this."
Yeah.
Now, that being said, like FIBA, not FIFA, FIBA. That's what they do. They do 4 10 minute quarters, and
Yeah.
they get that games is kind of like 2 hours.
Yeah. I mean, the Olympics was pretty interesting.
Hell, like you said, college that games are like 2 hours, 2:10. I think the NBA, the what they could do is to get those two uh get it closer to 2 hours is like cut down some of the timeouts at the end, cut down on the coaching challenges, go do simple stuff like that. Maybe run the shot clock a little bit at the free throw line. You know, so you could do certain things to make it so where that it's not that long. But I don't like the idea of cutting it down to 48 minutes just because I mean they've been playing it for this long. You know,
Yeah.
another thing you can do, maybe I know they're not gonna do it because it's money involved, but cut the season down.
Yeah. I mean, 82 games is a lot.
And you're still gonna get your money because of some fact y'all adding two teams. But they never gonna do that. So
And if they ever do it, I mean, NBA tickets aren't crazy because they get 41 home games.
especially
Them ticket prices will go up if they shorten the season.
you're gonna make your money back, especially depending on man, yeah, you'll make your money back, but they're not gonna do it. So look, man, it's just a down year. I think it's really down year for the NBA. It is a very down year for NBA as far as ratings. Ain't
Yeah.
no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's bad. But just see what it's like next year.
Yeah. And the biggest issue is that accessibility. You got to have like 10 streaming services just to follow your favorite team, paying like $100 total for all these streaming services just to watch the team play on Tuesday. Then you got to go on a different streaming service to watch them play on Thursday. Then if they
Mm-hmm.
got that back to back, damn, I got to go to a third streaming service just to watch them. And then the big games, they're not even on TNT. They got, oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, I think well, hell, it ain't gonna get no better. Hell, they when they signed it, they got this new media rights deal. Some they gonna have NBC, they gonna have ESPN, they gonna have ABC, they gonna have ESPN Plus. Then they gonna have what's this on Amazon. It hell, it's gonna be on something different every single different day.
Yeah, ooh.
But I mean, you gotta think though. To be honest though, the NFL is the same way. They Amazon Prime, then ESPN got one, then Fox got one, then CBS got one. We just accustomed to it because it's football, and
Yeah.
that's the thing. You can't compare yourself to football because football is football.
Yeah, and I think the what helps football is not like one game here, another game. It's not as spread out. You got your Sundays, Monday, and Thursday. And then when it gets late in the season, you get Saturday too. But Sunday, Monday, Thursday, it's pretty simple. So
That games feel more important because they only play one a week. As
yeah,
where NBA team could play up to four.
that's a lot of their legs, and that's why they doing a lot of load management.
Yeah, I know it don't happen that often. Most of the time it's like three, but they could play up to 4 games in a week, and it's
That's
a
a lot.
lot on the body.
Wow. So that'll do it for NBA. We're gonna talk about all these trades that's gonna happen next week. Please, NBA, give us some content to talk about. I know y'all do. Y'all know y'all gonna get us right.
Jimmy gonna get traded. That we know. And so we know Jimmy gonna get traded. If nothing else, Jimmy's get traded.
Yeah, that's thank you. But I do gotta give a shout out to the WNBA. They gave us a lot of content to talk about. Free agency has been going crazy. Just some of the highlights. I know Q got a little bit more. But the biggest one that I thought that hit my timeline was Kelsey Plum. She's getting traded from the Las Vegas Aces. She's not going too far. She's only going down the road to Los Angeles. LA gets Kelsey Plum and the number ninth pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. That was from Seattle. It was a three-team trade. But before we move on, just gotta give a shout out to Kelsey Plum's career with the Las Vegas Aces. The first overall pick in 2017, two-time WNBA champion, three-time WNBA All-Star, sixth woman player of the year, WNBA All-Star MVP in 2022, and she has a Commissioner Cup championship as well. The Lakers getting them a good one. I know Kelsey was probably upset to leave Las Vegas, but hey, she's going to LA.
She wanted out though. They came out. I found that out after the fact. She wanted out of Las Vegas for what reasons I do not know, but I know she wanted to get out of Las Vegas. I ain't gonna lie, dog. It shocked the hell out of me.
Mm.
When I seen that pop up, I was like, "Damn, for real? That's what we doing." WNBA dropping bombs on them. But
Man,
I'm curious to why LA. And I get it because it's the Sparks, and I think they was one of the first game. I think they was part of the first game that was played. I think they played the New York Liberty. I know the Sparks got a rich history,
yeah,
but right now I feel like Sparks is in the rebuild mode, not in the I'm going for a championship mode.
yeah. I mean, this helps. I mean, if Cameron Brink comes back healthy, they got Brink security covering the paint. Kelsey Plum, she's not a bad defender. She's pretty decent out there. Maybe it's the start of something good out there.
Oh no, to me it just don't make sense. They was last year. They
Yeah.
only won 8 games, lost 32. Bro, I don't see why not go to like Atlanta or I guess because I mean the trades I know had happened, and I know Lloyd wanted off of Seattle because it was a whole bunch of investigating and stuff like that. Like I get that. I don't understand why she wanted to leave, but I just don't understand Kelsey in LA. I don't. Hell, why not go to Seattle? They was fifth last year,
Yeah.
or even Connecticut. I don't know because she was a free agency. I know she had cord, but she,
But speaking of, you mentioned Atlanta, they getting two stars, three-time WNBA All-Star Brianna Jones is signing with the Atlanta Dream. 2021 Most Improved Player, plus she was 2022 six-woman player of the year. And to continue with the Atlanta Dream, they're getting a monster at center. I mean, she's getting up there in age, so she's not her same self. But they're getting Brittany Griner. She's signing with them. She's played 11 seasons with Phoenix. Phoenix was the team that drafted her. She got drafted first of all, but now she's with Atlanta. Looks like Atlanta's trying to make some moves. Maybe they're trying to get them a championship.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I don't. I don't. And maybe it's the homer in me, but I think I think Indiana's still gonna be good. I think the Aces is still gonna be good. The Liberty's still gonna be good.
Hey, Asia Wilson, she still play for the Aces, right?
Yes.
Yep. So they're gonna be good.
See what you did there. I see you did there. I don't. I, will they make the playoffs? Yes, without question, they're going to make the playoffs. But I don't see. I don't feel like they're going to be championship contenders. I could be wrong, and they could come out and win 30 games. I could be wrong. I just don't. And then can we not act like Minnesota ain't balling too?
They coming because they probably sick to their stomach. They trying to get that ring.
Mm, yeah, I don't
If
know.
they
I don't
losing
know
to
about
the
that.
Liberty, they probably like, yeah, we need to get
Yeah,
that
bro.
that back.
I will put them if we power ranking. I know it's there, and we just now getting through free agency because there's still some people out there. But hell, even Elisa Thomas went to the Phoenix, so they still gonna be smooth too. Uh, if we power ranking early, I'm gonna go Aces and Liberty one A and 1B. I'm gonna go Minnesota as 2. I'm put Indiana at 4. Maybe they slide in at 5.
Mhm. I
Maybe.
mean, I have no qualms with your 1A, 1B, and 2 and 3. I mean, that's it right there. Those, if I had to put money on somebody to win the championship, it'd be one of those teams.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Maybe they. I'm trying to make sure I ain't forgetting nobody because you know me, I be forgetting. Like I forgot Cleveland like 2 weeks in a row, so I'll be forgetting stuff. So I'm trying to make sure I ain't forgetting nobody. But yeah, nah, I'm put. I mean, fifth though in the power
Mhm.
rankings. I don't think that's still good, right?
That's pretty good. I mean, there's not a lot of teams. Obviously, they're getting more teams. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, in WNBA, I believe fifth gets you into the playoffs.
Yeah, fifth definitely get you to the playoffs. And hell, and Seattle's gonna take a step back
Hmm.
because they didn't replace Lloyd. So
And they just traded a ninth pick for some reason. I don't know why, but because this draft, no, is this draft as stacked as last year's? I don't think so.
yeah, it is Becca's last year. She probably gonna go 1.
Yeah, ages backers. Yeah,
But Seattle got multiple. Seattle got. I think they got multiple first round picks now. So I think they might. I don't know.
Mhm.
And Connecticut gonna take a step back. So yeah, they probably be fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, Chicago.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, if Angel Reese can stay healthy,
Yeah, they didn't. They was 13-27 last year. They didn't make the playoffs. Phoenix was 19-21 with Brittany Griner on the team. They was 7. Yeah, I'll say fifth because I
mhm.
think Connecticut's gonna take a step back. So
Well, hey, I'm looking forward to the NBA season. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to get drafted. Paige Buckers, well, whoever. Go ahead, she's going first. Let's just
yeah, I
yeah.
think Dallas got it. Dallas.
Paige Buckers, you going to Dallas? Go ahead. Start apartment hunting. Now I know you still playing for UConn. Go ahead, start apartment hunting.
If
Go.
I'm them, I'm on the phone with her right now, making sure. Hey, you need anything while you up there? Because we want to make sure you ready and you rested. You need
Red.
anything, let us know.
Hey, got to. Um, we've talked about the WNBA expansion, obviously the Golden State Valkyrie. We talked about their little expansion draft. We talked about who they got. Their expansion team is going to take them some time. We talked about the Toronto Tempo. They haven't had their expansion draft yet. I believe theirs is coming next season. Um, and we've also known that another city was going to get a team. Me and you, we both figured we wanted Louisville.
We want it.
We wanted Louisville, but we're realists over here. And we both kind of said it probably should go back to Houston, bring back the Houston Comets. Doesn't look like that's happening. No, it's a little smoke, but I mean, it's been tweeted out by Front Office Sports, so there's got to be some credibility. But Bill Haslam has announced a bid for a WNBA's final expansion team. I imagine there'll probably be another wave of expansion teams, possibly. But so far, another expansion, the final expansion team in this wave, the Tennessee Summit. Team's ownership would include Candace Parker, Faith Hill, Tim McGraw, and Peyton Manning. When it first came across my timeline, I was like, oh, Tennessee. I was like, I figured it could have been Houston. But then it said Tennessee Summits. Obviously, if you know anything about women's basketball, before women's basketball was even popular, it was two names you knew, at least me growing up, two names I knew. One was Pat Summit,
Mm-hmm.
other one was Candace Parker. Candace Parker, she played for Tennessee under Pat Summit. Obviously, Pat Summit, she passed away a few years ago. Rest her soul. But seems like they want to name the WNBA team in Tennessee. If they get it, the Tennessee Summits. I think it's a nice gesture. Curious at how they would market that in terms of logo and mascot if they want to put a mascot. I'm curious at how they would do that.
Mhm.
But I mean, naming it after Pat Summitt is not a bad thing considering the legacy she's left behind in women's sports. Like I said, before women's basketball was really popular, even though it wasn't that popular, I knew Pat Summitt and I knew Candace Parker.
Yeah,
So
they brought me to the women's game. Don't me wrong. My grandma because it came on Lifetime. She used to watch WNBA games, and I would sit there and look at them too. But what really brought me to women's basketball was Pat Summitt, and really, more so Candace Parker. And shout out Gino too because they had their battles. But I think it's a nice gesture. I also do know. I think this is going to be the one that's going to get accepted. But I also know Cleveland. They put a bid in back in November to be the 16th team.
yeah,
And it ain't not a lot got spoken about them. So it's other possibilities out there, but I think this is gonna be the one. Personally, oh, you know what? Cleveland want one, Tennessee want one. Hell, take both of them. I'm sure y'all can find another city that will want one. And this is if you gonna do it, this is the time to do it when it's hot
yep,
because Caitlin's in the league. Um, Sabrina's doing her thing. Then you got Paige coming, and then Juju, we know coming, and Juju gonna be that one too. So if you gonna do it, this is the time to do it. Why the getting is good? What they say? Why the getting is good? You better
yeah,
get to it. Yeah,
yep,
man. I think it's the time. So why not go to the 18 team? And,
yep,
take Tennessee, take Cleveland, take Louisville, or you can go back to Houston, or you can take Louisville.
yeah. We like one. It'd be dope.
We will be there.
Hey, I.
We'll
If
be there.
if them courtside seats ain't too expensive, I might try to give me a courtside seat.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Hell, why not? But yeah, I think WNBA should do as much as they can as long as they can.
Yep, yeah, I agree with you. Um, I mean, how do you feel about them naming it after Pat Summit? Like I said, it's a nice gesture. I'm curious on how they will market it in terms of logo and mascot. Are you just gonna put her face on it? Well, I'm
I
curious.
don't think they would do that. I think it would just be called the Summits, and then you could. I mean, they got the Appalachian Mountains, they got the Great Smokies. You could
You're right.
brand it, you could tie it in with the Great Smokies and being the summit, and that could be more of your like the logo and what you promote and the stuff. You might not do a mountain as a mascot, but you might do somebody hiking as a mascot, or you could do like a bear or something. You know what I'm saying? You can make it work in Tennessee.
Yep, you're right. You're right. Actually, I didn't think about that, but you are absolutely right. So,
Question
it's
is,
like,
I'm assuming they gonna play in Nashville.
yeah, I mean,
I don't think you.
they're not going to Memphis,
Yeah, so if
not
you
going to
ask,
Knoxville. Yeah, it had to be Nashville. It had
gotta
to
be
be.
Nashville. That's what the question was. Would you play him in Memphis or would you go take him to Nashville? I think I would put him in Nashville.
I'll put them in Nashville if I can. I don't know.
I wouldn't put him
I
in.
mean, I've been to Nashville a few times. I don't know if they got an arena.
I'm
I'm
sure.
sure they got some
I'm,
type of
I'm
arena.
sure. I'm sure because they gotta have concerts and all that. I'm
Yeah,
sure Nashville got
sure they
I'm
got
sure
something. So,
Nashville got an arena or something that could fit, the WNBA. So
you know, all you need is what 12, at least a 12,000, 10 to 15,000 seat arena. That'll get it done. So hey,
yeah, Bridgestone Arena.
yeah, oh, that's right, Bridgestone Arena. I've heard it. Yeah, I knew that. Damn, I
Oh,
knew
that's
that.
right. Vanderbilt's in Nashville. I know they got a ring. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I knew that. But yeah, so I mean, I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for Cleveland and Tennessee to get it. But if it's
yeah, because if they gonna need another team to make them even,
yeah, so I mean, if it is just between one of them, I think it'll go to Tennessee. Just them naming it after Pat Summit, that would have been that would got them over the finish line for me if I was doing the voting. Sorry, Cleveland. What's his name? Gilbert. Sorry, Dan Gilbert. I know you wanted one up there, but hey,
he might get it. He
He
might.
might get it. He might get it. Um, Before we end the episode, we got a very important thing to talk about, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been shedding some tears of joy here the whole month of January. Uh, com- from where we was the last 2 years, we won 2 games, I believe, and then we won 8 games, or it was a 4 and 8. I don't know. It was ugly. I
We
wasn't
we
watching.
we yeah, it was rough.
It wasn't watching. But the Louisville men's basketball team has a 10-game winning streak and did not lose a game in the month of January. The last 2 seasons, we won 1 game in the month of January.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville basketball is back. We're ranked number 21. Louisville basketball is back. We're projected to be a 6 seed, so we're going to the tournament. I can finally enjoy the NCAA tournament with my team in it. Boy, when I fill my bracket out and I see Louisville in it, I'm gonna feel real good. Um, Pat Kelsey has really brought the revival, however you pronounce it. Sorry, but they doing it pronouncing it weird. Back and Kenny Payne, we've been talking a lot of people's been cussing him out here recently because he basically was like Louisville was broken.
Mm-hmm.
Something was wrong with us. He had us thinking something was wrong with us internally. But that's all I'm gonna say about Kenny Payne. I don't know. He was tripping. But thank God for Pat Kelsey. And I knew the funniest thing I saw on Twitter this month was somebody tweeted and said they would hide a body for Pat Kelsey. That's how you know Louisville
We back.
is back. And Pat Kelsey has brought that feeling back to Louisville. I'm actually excited to watch a Louisville game. I've been looking at the schedule like, damn, when we play? Damn, we don't play until such and such. Like going on. We went Tuesday to Tuesday.
We did. We
And
had we had our bad week. We had our bad
I
week.
was like, damn, we went Tuesday to Tuesday. I'm looking at the schedule like, oh, we play Saturday, man. I can't wait. That's what I'm watching from 3:30 till probably the Monday. Royal Rumble probably in around like 10, 11. But like from 3:30 to 11, I'm seated
Mhm.
because of the Louisville basketball and the Royal Rumble, specifically Louisville basketball as we play Georgia Tech. The film.
Man, so I was telling my sister, man, Louisville basketball feels like appointment viewing now. As where the previous couple years, it kind of was just like, oh, they gone. All right, that's what's
Yeah,
up. If I'm at home, I'm gonna tune in.
yeah,
But if not, hey, man, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, bro? I ain't really worried about it. Whatever happened, happened. Feel me? But now it feels like appointment television. I'm like you said, I'm excited about the prospects of what's going on. Podcast is this thing. The thing I would give Kenny Payne is he can recruit. He had some talented dudes. He just didn't know what to do with the talented
X and
dudes.
O's wasn't there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing we always talked about with John Calipari. He can get the dudes. Kenny X's and O them to a championship. He did. He won some games, but he didn't win as many as Kentucky would want.
Yep.
With Pat Kelsey, man, he brings a different vibe. The feeling he's bringing excitement to the team. We ain't had excitement in so long, and we ain't really had. Man, I don't feel like we had excitement since Chris Mack's first year.
Yep. Last time, like 2019, we was number one. I was interning for a local news channel, so I was courtside. When we was number one and Michigan came to town when Jawan Howard was the coach, that was excitement.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that was the COVID year. We didn't get to see what that team could have become because of COVID. But after that year, Chris Mack went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say he quit on us, but he quit on us.
He quit on us. What you mean? You don't want to say it? Say it. He
He
quit on
quit
us,
on us. He said he couldn't handle it.
and he got big at it. He thought he was he. I'm Chris Mack, and y'all need me. Not thinking, but you took a premier job. You didn't
Yeah,
take just any job. You took a premier. We are a blue blood. I know everybody want to say, you know, your UCLA's and your Kansases and your Kentucky's and your Duke and your North Carolinas. But Louisville and Indiana are also blue bloods.
if you don't consider us a blue blood, we're no lower than a tier 2.
Man,
So,
you can't tell me we not. You just can't tell me that we not. Man,
We're a blue. If you don't think we're a blue blood, we're at least a tier two. If you don't think we're at least a tier two, you don't know college basketball. But I think we're a blue blood, honestly.
okay, I get that. Tier two at the lowest.
I think we're blue. We're
I
big.
think we're back. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's happy. I'll be happy to get home to watch the games.
Yeah. So yeah, we played this Saturday against Georgia Tech. So here we going on. Oh shit, the line ain't out yet, but I'm sure we're favored to win because Georgia Tech is 9-12 and not very good. But man, and we're getting good recruits. We got the best point guard in the nation, Michael Brown, coming to Louisville. Unfortunately, we didn't get Gilbert Arenas' son. He's going to USC.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard yet. You going to USC? You staying close to home?
Yes, well, we got a sister. She's playing for the Cardinals. Women's basketball, they not have been playing that great. They
Yeah,
still,
yeah. They blow doors blown off a couple times on national TV,
yeah,
but they had turned the ship a little bit.
yeah. So hopefully they get better. Obviously, I feel like they're going to be in the definitely should be in the tournament because it means Louisville.
I
They're
mean,
not scrubs.
yeah, we gonna make the tournament. You know what I mean? Now, if we gonna be like a top four seed, probably not. We're
Yeah.
gonna get some home games, probably not this year, but we gonna make the tournament. You
Yeah,
know,
Louisville beat SMU. Women's side they beat SMU 80-75. So, Jeff Walls he still got us going. But thank God for Pat Kelsey. Josh Hurd he
you got
might
that wrong word,
he might have been the third choice because obviously it was the guy
man.
from Baylor, Drew, I believe something.
Drew Scott,
Drew
Scott
Scott,
Drew, Scott Drew,
Scott Drew, the guy from
D-
FAU,
Dusty May.
Dusty May, who's actually struggling up there in Michigan, is not doing as great. And then it was Pat Kelsey. Sometimes your third choice turns out to be the best choice.
Man, facts.
So,
Real quick before we get out of here, college football, U of L. We talking about U of L. Their schedule came out. I'm gonna read you the schedule, and you after each game, you tell me if you think we can win
yeah,
it. Eastern Kentucky,
that's a dub.
James Madison,
Dub.
Bowling Green,
Dub.
at Pittsburgh,
Dub.
Virginia at home,
Dub.
at Miami,
I don't believe in Carson Beck. I think that defense is gonna be garbage. I'll say that's a dub.
Boston College,
Dub.
at Virginia Tech,
That's a win. I'm confident in that.
Cal at home,
Oh, yeah, it's at home. If it was at Cal, I'll be worried, but it's at home.
Clemson at home.
They gonna get that. I feel like they get back. So I said L.
Okay, SMU on the road.
They still got their quarterback. I think they'll be good. I think that could be an L as well.
Okay, cool. Kentucky at home.
That's a dub. We go ahead and put some BTA to them. They don't even want their coach no more, but they can't fire him. They would owe him too much money.
Mm-hmm. So I looked at the schedule and I was like, oh, we gonna we gonna either lose one or two games. That's it. It's in the three. It's between three games: Clemson, Miami, and SMU. The
Yep.
rest of them, we go. The rest of them games, we gonna win. In one of those three games, we're going to win.
Yep.
If not two of the three.
Yep. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's happened each of the 2 years with Jeff Brom. We're gonna lose one of them games we're not supposed to lose.
I'm
Probably
not.
a
I'm not.
Pittsburgh, a Cal. I don't want it to happen, but it's
I'm not
happened.
gonna speak it. I'm not gonna speak it this time.
No speed. Yeah, you're right. But I do think 10-2 is the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm upset about now, we don't know. I mean, our schedule turned out to be technically pretty tough last season. We played 14 or three teams that made the 12 team, one that had a Heisman, or one of them being the runner-ups. We also played another team that was probably what 14 team, but they had a Heisman candidate.
Yep.
We played a Pittsburgh team. They fell off though. They was good, but by the time we played them, they fell off. So we had a tough schedule. we don't know how the schedule's gonna play out. Pittsburgh might turn out to be good. Cal might turn out to be good. Virginia Tech, one of them might turn out to be really good. But
They might,
right
but
now,
they take, yeah.
as of right now, our schedule looks kind of trash. And because our schedule looks not that great, we don't have a lot of room for error. We have to. I think if we lose 2 games, we're not getting in the 12-team playoffs. We can't.
Not if we win that conference championship. We can still get in.
You're right. If we win the conference championship,
We can still slide it in if we
we
win
just
that conference championship.
for a large bid, we can't lose no more than two because we don't have Notre Dame on the schedule. That would have been nice to boost us up because I believe we could beat them. Could have been another loss though, but and we don't play North Carolina, which they could be good, but we will see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting in the ACC year this year. With good old Bill sliding through.
Yeah, good old Bill. But we'll see. 10-2 is the floor from our perspective. That's what I'm expecting. And I just want us to make a 12-team playoff. Just one. I just want us to make it so I can say that we made it. And you can't win it unless you're in the party.
It's
So
true.
let's get to the party.
Let's get it cracking. I got faith in us. I got faith in us. We're gonna do our thing.
So that'll do it from this episode of From Our Perspective. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment about something. We didn't talk about any football today, obviously. That week off before the Super Bowl. We'll get back to it. We got
Y'all
some
know what's coming.
we got
Look, y'all know
uh,
what's coming.
we also got some start bench cuts. We got one out on the Twitter account with Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady. Go over there at perspective_08. Leave. Tell me what you got. Uh, we're dropping another one next Monday that we'll also talk about it. It's another quarterback one. Not gonna tell you what it is quite yet, but when Q sent it to me, I was mad as hell. I was like, why'd you send this to me? Because I don't know who I'm gonna pick. Uh, I'll probably leave the running back one and the other one for another day, but the other one I'm gonna drop it Monday. We'll talk about it next week. Probably another pack show next week. But again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow everything mixed vibe related. And again, you missed it out. You missed out on it for Christmas. You missed out on
Mm-hmm.
New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's is coming.
It's right there.
Right there. Get your shorty a blanket. She cold. She probably looking at you right now like, damn, I'm cold. I would like a blanket. Or you can get yourself a hoodie because you know she gonna steal it. And because she steals it, go ahead and slide back to the website and get you another hoodie. So y'all can be twinning. So
Yeah, be twinsies out here. Ain't that what they say? Be
that's what they
twinsies out
hey,
here. You
just
know?
like, hey twin. So yeah, so shop. Hey, link is in the bio. Do what y'all do. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. Like and subscribe, please and thank you. Uh and we being heard all around the world, Q. Like you sent me that, like damn. Our voices
Yeah,
being heard all around the world. So we
it's,
appreciate every last one of you guys. I know, hey, didn't expect it to grow this much this fast, but hey, hopefully 2025 just starting. Hopefully we can go a lot more by the end of 2025. I'm your boy Dion. Glad y'all can listen. Take us home, Q.
man. It's y'all already know the best. It's your boy, Mr. Bell, aka can say your name up on the spot. Might not put you tomorrow. Make sure y'all follow Mixed Vibes Media everywhere. Don't forget the Z, Mixed Vibes Media. Don't forget the Z at the end of that vibes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna catch y'all on the next one.